Hello everyone, welcome to our demo video for EDUflow, a cross-platform e-learning application inspired by Google Classroom. I'm Ngọc Bình. Our team has three members. Me, Thái Phong is our backend developer and also builds our AI features, and Hoàng Phong, who handles the front-end as well as the language functions. Right now, Thái Phong will talk about our tech stack.
First thing we are to do is doing the tech stack. I want you to know that we use Flutter, right? Like mostly everyone else, and then we also apply using the provider pattern to managing the state of the app, right? And also we use Go Router to managing like different places of our application. Uh, and Hive for cache management, Hive memory for cache management, as well as our offline function. We use that cache. Let me find it a bit. So cache service is where we store it mostly. Hive, right? We use Hive for these things. And finally, is that we also have localization is uh, Flutter localization, and as well as the widget is in the yeah, we have the widget to deal with language toggling. And then for the backend, we so normally we use MongoDB backend, but it also having a problem with website version. So then we decided to make a backend with fast API. Backend should be the code for backend is here. We use a fast API to post the Mongo for when we detect it's the website version. We would use the backend for push online by the render. And then finally, for AI, we use Gemini API. For obvious reason, I wouldn't show you the key. Right? AI service, we use Gemini. So after tech stack review, let's go through our database a little bit so you can have a rough sketch of how our database work, right? So for database, we would be using MongoDB, and then we have a different collection as you can see. And then there's the courses, and then we use a different ID to link these together. Say courses, right? And then inside the ID would be something like 691. Maybe let's look at the last one, right? Is C90. And for the announcement, you will see the C90. That would be for the that's how we link the data together. If you want to make more testing announcement, testing. And then of course you can use you can choose how many groups you want to send to. It's just by clicking off the text box. Uh, okay, and then that means the new data will be here soon, anytime soon. Should we just make testing announcement, right? Testing announcement, as you can see, it has been created. Okay, that will be the database overview. So let's go to the next part. Mike, we're gonna be taking you through the app.
Thank you, Thái Phong, for the important insights. Now, let's see the app in action. Starting with our login screen. As you can see, we have a modern, clean interface with a purple-blue gradient background and a center login card. We have two user roles. We have an instructor and a student. For authentication, we use SHA-256 password hashing is stored in our MongoDB security. Notice these demo cards. If I tap on one, it will fill the login boxes. Now let's log in with an instructor account, and I will show you our language switching feature. After logging in as an instructor, we can see the main dashboard with a modern design. At the top, we have a personalized greeting with the instructor's name and avatar. Now, right here we have 4 main tabs. As you can see right now, is the home, where we have a dashboard with statistics and semester management. We will also have the students, the AI tools, and the courses. Right now, let me show you one of our important features, which is language switching. Currently, the app is in English now. Right now, I will change it to Vietnamese. Everything has changed its language. This works through the entire app. You can toggle this on the login screen, student side, course detail, or everywhere. We implemented it using Flutter's local provider. It's like a global state provider, so changing the language anywhere rebuilds the entire app instantly. Our translation are stored in the ARB files for English and Vietnamese. Now let's move on to courses. Let's change the language back to English. Right here we can choose which semesters, and the teacher can also add new courses and select the semester as well as the number of session. We can input the code and the name of the course here. Let's check this course. For each courses there will be 7 tabs. We have announcement, assignment, quiz, material, groups, forum, and analytics. Now let's move on to announcements. The instructor can create posts with content, text content. He can also select scope selection, which has option to choose whether to all groups, one groups, or he can send it to multiple groups. For each announcement, there are common threads. The instructors can view what students comment, or he can comment on it himself. There are view tracking and download tracking. When an announcement is created, an email notification is automatically sent to students in the selected scope. Next, we have assignment tab. This is a comprehensive system. This tab provides file attachment for assignment material. Right now I will attach a random file just to show. Next we will have a start date, which will default be the current day, and you can set the deadline. But there will also late submission support. You can adjust the attempts right here, and right after that we will be able to configure which format type the assignment will accept. And almost lastly, we'll have a max file size to prevent oversized upload. Next, we can even select groups to apply to. Then a teacher can create a class. For tracking, we will have a real-time tracking dashboard. And when we click, when there will be a search bar here, we can find for the test. There will be a filter by groups and by status. There will be sort by name, group time, and status. Let's try clicking one here. For this one, we can download, export a CSV, based on student performance. We can also search here as well as filter, and I can check which student has submitted, and I can grade him. And for example, I can grade him right here. It has been saved, and the email will be sent to the student. And that is for the assignment. Next, let's move to the quiz tab. Here we will have a question bank, which will have a library of questions with 3 difficulty levels: easy, which is green; medium, orange; and hard, which is red. Each question has 4 multiple choice options and a correct answer. Let's try to create one. We can enter a question here and then write down the answer, then choose which answer is correct, and also select a difficulty for it. Right next here we have a quiz list in which we can create quiz. There's a manual option where we can have a title, description. We can have a max attempt which a student can try the quiz, and the duration of each test. There will also be an open time and a closing time. We can select a question from the quiz bank, the test bank. There is also an automatic mode where I can specify how many easy question and medium or hard question. They are the customization are the same as the manual one. Next we have the material tab. Right here the teacher can upload his own material. He can add a name and description, then he can choose a file from his computer, or the teacher can add a link from Google Drive and such. Also he can search and sort for materials that he uploaded, and for each materials he can see which student has viewed, and also in there the teacher can acknowledge that which student has downloaded the materials and which one didn't view them. Here we have the groups tab where the teacher can create a group for student. He can add students to the group, as well as he can edit the group or delete it. And for this one we enforce a 1 student per course rule, which means a student cannot be in multiple groups while within the same course. Because of that, the system automatically validates this when assigning students. Now we have the forum tab. With the forum tab, the teacher can create a new topic for students and the teacher himself to discuss. We can have a title and content and text. The text can be used for separating forums. The student can interact with the forums through writing a reply. The teacher can do it too. Also, as the teacher, he can pin and then pin, or he can close the forum himself, so no one can reply to it anymore. He can delete it too. The forums also tracks time and date of which the student or the teacher write a comment. Finally, we have the analytic tab. There will be 3 sections from this one. First, there will be assignments, which contains a pie chart showing submission rate, a bar chart to show grade distribution, and student participation details. Next, we have quiz analytics. There will be total quizzes, the completed quiz, the average score, and the pass rate. There's also a bar chart to show score distribution and as well as the quiz detail for each quizzes. Lastly, we have the material analytics. This will show count and downloaded engagement per material. All the charts here are built using FL chart package for beautiful interactive visualizations. And next, Haifeng will talk about our bonus features, which contains the AI quiz generator.
Okay, so okay, thank you, Michael, for going after the part. Now it's gonna be my part. I'm gonna show you through our bonus features, which we are most proud of. First, let's change it to English so it looks professional. Okay, so first is AI assistant. So for this one, in order for the AI to know about our application, we have pushed all the cache memory into it as context. And when we were doing it, right, and we also make the screen so we can see what information is currently for the cache, which is a lot of characters, right? And then when you click refresh, so the AI is sure to have the latest version of the cache, so he knows about the application. And also, uh, this chatbot can also look at the files and tell you what's in it. So first, as I wanna look through. So I will ask him like, how many students do we have, right? And we do expect him to say it clearly because he knows about the application. Okay, we have like two students following through, right? Yeah, clearly you can see that these are the two students, and this is the students that actually we it's called NAM. So it's a testing account we used to have, but we didn't delete it clearly. But it's somewhere out there. It's okay. I mean, right? So but the thing is that he will know that what student we have, list the courses we have also. He would know it, right? We have like three classes as you can see, Web 101, Web 102, and Bollock as, and then we also apply the cooldown. So just to make sure that we don't send too many texts into the AI at once, so it becomes it's because of the API problems. And we also apply, you can also attach files into it, mostly the documentation files, and then it will extract the text inside of it. We use archive and flutter PDF so he can extract the content of the files. That first documentation I go across. Let's see. Ah, yeah, as you can see, we also have the screen when you drag into it, they have like different screen, like drop here. Okay, and as we have drop it, it will, when we send it, that will be turned into text, and then he will able to read it and then summarize it for us, right? It's just mostly for convenience. Summarize this file for me. So we use this in case, we have a material we someone like on the other side send it to us. We want to understand what it is. Maybe the teacher can take advantage of this to use of that, and then they don't have to go to GPT themselves. Hopefully, I think it's pretty good chatbot. Righty. So he clearly know about it, right? It's about my traffic project we do the other day. Propose solution, everything. So that is pretty good. Okay, so let's go to the next two function. Let's go to with the material summarizer first. So it's basically just the chatbot thing, but they have their own files. They have their own screen, so most of the thing look better. Drop this here. Change the screen. You cannot see it because of the tab. yeah, and then we load it into it, right? And then with the text converter, it's able to convert everything into text, right? And then you just summarize the file. And but still, I get it. Is that we have a very limitation? Is that you can only read text from it? Maybe with better API, we can work with pictures. Summary, key point, concepts. Uh, it also makes some questions because it's also related to one of our uh, other things. Is that we can generate some question to review the context because this thing is for material summarizer, so it's mostly for you dumping the material into it, and they have this screen to make you clearly and click this to clear it. Right, see? And then finally is again another very cool AI function, which is AI quiz generator. So we make this using so we're gonna provide the context of that whatever source material we want to have. I mean, currently I forgot to make the roughing files here. It would be more useful, I think. But all you can do is that you're gonna paste the lesson what you want to do here, right? And then you're gonna make the topics. It's just providing the AI with different contexts. Let's say we're gonna learn. I just learned about say clustering in machine learning. The specific topic would be you know machine learning introduction to cluster. It should be more, but I mean, it's just run out of idea, but it should be enough to work with. And you can name this, name whatever clustering homework. I mean, let's change it. It's a web development, so web dev. Do some basic web dev. Web dev. HTML, mostly HTML, CSS, something, something, something. And then these are just gonna be the context for the things. And then you're gonna ask like how many easy, hard question you want to give it. You're gonna choose different setting as we have had in the quiz. I mean, the whole idea of this is that we think, yeah, why do we have to, make your own twist bang when you can just have this? It's quite faster, but it still have its limitation that we need to differentiate between this and then the real authentic test. So we just decided to whatever you name it, we also have a little tag after it is that is AI generated. Okay. So the idea of this is that it's gonna create a text, whatever I think it's JSON. It was JSON, and then from we provide it with a proper format, and then we also have our, and then I mean it's just a format like question and then answer, and then what's correct, what is not, and then we just translate that format back to a quiz, so then we can insert that into a quiz. It's a web dev in a web dev class, okay? So after we're gonna generate with it AI, and it's done generating the question. You can delete it if you don't want it. And then as you can see, we asked for 5 easy question, right? It's gonna create 5 question in terms of easy, and then some medium quiz. I mean, it's a overall really useful function uh for for the teacher if they don't have time to do it. And then after that, you have all of these, you can just save the quiz into the system. And then we're gonna go into the web dev courses to check out if that thing is a valid quiz or not. Right. Okay, this is the newest one we just made, right? It's open and closed now, and have questions and a theme as we have generated. If you want to check out, let's check it out as a student, see if they're gonna do it or not. Can we log in? Since I web dev and Fong is one of the people there, he should be able to see that quiz. Okay, a quiz made by AI. Let's see how it works. Okay, everything worked as expected. And I'm not gonna show you about it because I'm not very confident with my HTML knowledge. Okay, and that's gonna be the end of our bonus functions. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Haifeng, for your extremely insightful explanations. Now, for student management, instructor has several options. He can create the student manually, or he can just quickly create it, and name and email will be auto-generated. Also, he can add important from the CSV file. And for each student, they will have a student code and a full name, an email, and a password. It can be auto-generated, or they can customize it. The CSV supports Vietnamese name with proper UTF-8 encoding, and all the student data syncs to MongoDB Atlas in real time, and the students can immediately log in with their credentials. Now let's log in as a student. Right now we are in the student screen. There will be a clean and modern design. At the top we have a personalized greeting followed by the student's name and the avatar. Here are the key features. The students also have a language switcher like the teacher has. He will have a notification bell and a profile toggle. Let's see the dashboard for students. For the dashboard, there are some arrows here, but for the dashboard for student, there will be pending assignment, upcoming quizzes, and you have statistics about completed versus pending items, as well as quick access to the item due soon. Let's switch back to the course. Inside the course, the student can view the announcement and also add comments. He can also view the classwork. The classwork is made by the teacher, of course. He can take the quizzes, and he can also accept materials uploaded by the teacher and download it. Next, the student can also view their groups, and the student can also interact with the forum, as well as creating new topics. Here is the chat feature that both the teacher and the student has, but the difference between the student and the teacher is that the teacher can message his students, while the student can only message his teacher. He cannot message his friends in this platform. I will show you how the student can talk to the teacher. Right now the UI is just like a normal messaging platform. The student can ask the teacher for his information, and the message will be instantly sent to the teacher with the time right here. Right up on the corner, the student will have a notification section which will announce everything that the teacher submit. Also, the student can view their basic information and information about themselves, They can also switch the language in here. They can change the password, have a new one from the auto-generated one. If the student switches to the previous semester, it will display that the past semester can only be viewed and they cannot submit assignment or take any quizzes. Let me show you an additional feature. This is the email notification using NoteMailer. It's an automatic emails for new announcement, assignment, deadline reminder, submission, confirmation, grading feedback from instructor. This mail right here is what the student will see when they receive an email. Also, our app have a caching system which supports offline using Hive for local caching. Data is cached locally, so the app works even when the internet connection is unstable. To summarize, EDUflow is a complete e-learning platform which features focused for semester, courses, groups, and students. Comprehensive content management, which includes announcement, assignment, quizzes, and materials. AI-powered tools, which includes a chatbot, a quiz generator, and a material summarizer. It also has bilingual language, which switch between English and Vietnamese. It has forum discussion and private messaging. Analytics with charts, which includes pie chart, bar charts, and engagement tracking. It has email notification and deadline reminders. And lastly, it has cross-platform with responsive design. Well, thank you for watching and listening.